Hey guys, what's going on? Digital here with another gameplay video of Two Worlds 2 and its online mode adventure. This is the second dungeon in Two Worlds 2's adventure mode. I want to start off by saying this video might be a little bit dark because I'm recording in standard definition instead of high definition. But with that being said, I'll use the torch there for a little bit more lighting to give you guys a better field of view. I want to start off by saying that the shadows in this game, the shadows are very well done. You know, if you can see me, they're you know, rotating. You know, every time you turn, the shadow moves with you. And you know, in most games, whenever you get a shadow, they look very pixelated, and you know, it doesn't look that appealing. But in this game, it's you know, very fluid, and you know, if you can see in various objects, your shadow can be obstructed. So you know, it makes it, you know, that much more appealing. Here in this first room, you'll see a bunch of little mobs with the big guy that had that red aura on him a few seconds ago. You have to clear the little mobs out first before you can take on the big guy. He's got that aura on him. It's basically a protection. So you gotta kill the little mobs first before you can take on the big guy. Here, you know, comes into play with what I said before in my other videos. You got to take out the you know, the shamans first. The shamans and the ranged. You know, for me right now, since I'm high level, it doesn't really matter. But when you come in here, when you're I don't know what level dungeon this is, probably like 10 through 15. When you first come in here, if you don't take out the ranged and the mages, you're gonna get rolled. You know, you got to pay attention to what's in a room before you enter it, because you know, you could lose a lot of experience. And you know, if you die, first of all, you'll lose the experience for dying, but you might also miss out on you know, more experience if you have a party with you and they advance further. You know, before you get a chance to come back. Here's our first NPC, you know, mini cutscene, whatever you want to call it. Basically, you know, he tells you this way's blocked off, and you know, you came all this way for nothing, so turn back. But you know, we'll find out another route to get where we're going. One thing to keep in mind on this map is the spiders. The spiders are poisonous, so you know, if you think you killed the spider, but if you got hit, you know, you got to pay attention to your health meter, because you know, they're poisonous. So you take damage over seconds for the poison damage. Here I activate the first shrine. Shrines in this game are basically like the shrines in Diablo 2 and you know, other games like that. They give you stat bonuses such as willpower, stamina, strength, and all that good stuff. Another thing to keep in mind on this part is you know, you're kind of in tight corridors. If you get up close and personal with certain mobs and you can't handle them, you're going to get rolled. So, you know, it's best to play with a group of people that know what they're doing, or, you know, take them out with ranged if you can, or draw them out one by one. But, you know, as you can see there, I have no problems. There's two rooms like this room here. They both have a door at the end that locks when you go towards it. To proceed, you have to kill all the enemies in the room, but this is the first of the Rotunda rooms. There in front of me, that I'm standing on right now, it's a portal. Like I mentioned in my first video, you can use those to teleport, and like you'll see here in a few seconds, once I clear the room, I'll head back, use the teleporter to go back and sell some stuff. Yeah, the teleporters are few and far between, so you kind of gotta keep tabs on where they are, especially if you're carrying a lot of loot with you. Here's the map. I'm gonna teleport back to the start and meet up with the NPC. Sell some of my garbage items that I picked up for some gold. Actually, it's called Auroras in this game. You'll see those little hammer icons there on the various items. That means that I have the components to upgrade them if I choose to, but they're just trash items, so it doesn't matter. There you'll see I found an item with a gem in it, and the item has a socket. You need sockets to put gems in items. You can get sockets by upgrading items or finding them with sockets on them already. You can also, like I did, take the gem out of the socket and keep it. Unlike in Diablo 2, where if you take a gem out of a socket, you lose the gem. In this, that doesn't work that way. So you can take the gems in and out, as you please. And if you make a new sword, you can take the gems out that you have in your sword and put them in your new swords, which is kind of nice. That way you don't have to make multiple items for multiple item sets. If you're facing something that's resistant to poison, you can't use poison, so you got to switch out. But instead of making multiple items, you can just make multiple gems and then switch them in and out, which is a hell of a lot cheaper than making new items. Heading down this corridor here, you find the necklaces. You'll notice that below the necklace name there, it's got 4 buffs on it. Like I said in my other video of the first arena, you gotta pay attention to those, because if you don't pay attention to those, you can find yourself running into a shit ton of mobs and not doing any damage to them because they're resistant to what you've thrown at them. So you gotta take that into consideration whenever you go into a room, and you gotta equip items that can take care of those kind of monsters. But here you'll see that in front of me, that little lever. You have to pull that lever and run through this door right there before the door shuts, and you only have literally like 2-3 seconds to do it. So it's kind of a fast switch there. There you'll see that I hit the second shrine, give me a little stat boost. There you'll see in the top left, like I mentioned in my first video, the saving character profile. That saves your ass a lot. If you get disconnected, you're gonna lose a lot of shit, and you're probably gonna be pissed too. But that autosave feature is pretty nice. That if you get disconnected, you only lose 5 minutes worth of game time instead of hours and hours. But here's one of those rooms, like I said before. You got to take out the shamans first. The shamans and the ranged, they're the deadliest threats to you as a melee character or any character at all. But you got to take them out first. In this room, you'll see there's a guy standing on top of the sarcophagus. I don't know if that's a glitch or what that is, or if he's supposed to spawn there, but you'll see in a few seconds I try and run up and get him, but I don't end up getting him. It's stuff like that you got to pay attention to, because if you can't target him with ranged or mage skills, he'll be up there murdering you, and you won't be able to do anything. But there you'll see I stepped on the sarcophagus and showed him a thing or two. In this room here, you have to